What's up, pals? That's right, I'm back on my bullshit. And by bullshit, I mean YouTube videos. Why have a YouTube studio downloaded on my phone if I'm not making videos? So, in case you don't already know, this is Brutal Rob Hands, or Thomas, whatever it is. And I've tried several times to make something out of a YouTube channel. I tried doing gig work related, tried doing pro wrestling related, while the whole time I'm watching people on videos doing video game stuff, mob movie stuff. So I decided, screw it. I'm not trying to narrow down one thing. I switched up the name of my channel for like the fourth time. And now it's called Brutal's World, where I'm just gonna get stoned and talk about all of it. Gig work, wrestling, weed, video games, mob movies, all that good stuff. So today, what I wanted to talk about was this is going to be gig work related. Specifically DoorDash. A fellow YouTuber made a video today I just recently watched. Pedro DoorDash Santiago, he made a video today about gig work versus a W-2. Obviously, anybody that knows me personally knows, or knows me on the internet, knows that in Jesus Christ, stone. September of 2020, I left W-2 work to do gig work full time. I didn't mean to do it full time. I just had some issues where I lost the job that I had and needed to make money, and I started doing gig work and fell in love with it. Now, that's not to say I don't get frustrated doing gig work. In fact, today, I don't even want to complain because I made decent money today. Yeah, I was out for 10 hours doing DoorDash, but I enjoy it. That's where it's a plus for me as opposed to a W-2. I have never had a W-2 job. And remember, this is strictly my perspective. I have never had a W-2 job that I enjoyed going to. Ever. Ever. Every time I've had a W-2 job, I hated getting up and going to that place and staying there till the time I had to stay there and then leave and then have to do that for a certain set of days until I'm just waiting till the 1 or 2 days where I don't have to go to that place. I like gig work. I like driving around in my car, exploring different places, going into different restaurants, going down different roads. I enjoy the meat and potatoes of what gig work is, which is driving to a location, picking up, and dropping off. No, I don't like crappy merchants. I don't like crappy customers when it comes to... There's several ways customers can be bad on when delivering DoorDash, and sometimes it's not even their fault. It's not even that they're a bad customer, they're just unaware. Maybe they don't know that the GPS stops you on the road when you got to go up this dirt road about half a mile or so to actually get to their house. Maybe they don't know that. Maybe they should put in the instructions that, hey, you got to go up this dirt road. But like I said, maybe it's not every time we have issues with customers, it's maybe not so much that they're a bad customer. It's just they might not be well informed. They don't know. They don't know how the app works. They don't know what we're seeing on the GPS side when we look up their address. So take that into consideration. I don't like that. Honestly, my biggest issue with DoorDash is the app issues. It's been really bad the last 2 weeks, and I'm going to attribute that hopefully to three things. One, obviously the app is very glitchy, obviously. Two, where I live and where I work, it's fucking hot. It's like 90, right now it's getting to like 90 degrees at the hottest. It's going to get worse. So the app already being glitchy, the heat, even with the air conditioning running in my car and trying to get the vents to hit the phone, the phone still gets hot, even trying to find shade. And then three, my phone's relatively old. It's probably like 5 years old. I probably should look into getting a newer phone soon instead of like just something newer, more upgraded soon. So I'm not going to put all the blame on the app or the heat, and I think it's a mix of the three. I think the app's always going to be glitchy. It's really, really hot right now, and my phone's old. I can't control the way the app runs. I can't control the weather. But I can control upgrading my phone. So that's one thing that you have to learn while doing gig work, is learning, and it's just in life. I'm learning that in life too, is you can only worry about the things you can control, and if it's something that you can control or you can deal with, then you can deal with it. Like I said, I can't deal with the weather. If I'm having app issues, I can't deal with the weather. I can't deal with the technology in the app already. All I can do is maybe eventually go upgrade my phone, which I should. So that's really my biggest thing, is the app issues. Because it always happens at the worst time. Always happens at the worst time. You pull up to a customer's house. You pull up to somewhere where like there's no parking. There's nowhere to park. But you see their front doors, or wherever you need to drop it off. It's right there. You see the address. You see where to drop it off. You're like, dang, man, I really shouldn't park right here. I really shouldn't stop my car right here and get out and leave my car running in the middle of the street or halfway into the street or something like that. But it's going to take me 2 seconds to get out and leave it right there and take a picture and get back in my car. And that's always when you are not in a parking spot, you're not parked somewhere safe, you're basically in the road with your flashers on because there's nowhere to stop or park your car safe. That's when you go to take that picture and the app messes up. And it's like, dude, I gotta get in my car and move away from where I'm at right now. So usually in that situation, I gotta drive away from where I'm at, park, finally find somewhere to park, reset my phone, turn it back on, and then by that point I can't take the picture. I'm already gone. I just text the customer and say, hey, app's running really horrible today, so your food's at the door, sorry. That's really the biggest pain in the ass. Or when you're on a stacked order, or any order, anytime you're on an order and you gotta stop what you're doing, turn your phone off, reset your phone, and hope that the app will reload back up. Sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it takes 20 minutes of turning your phone on and off and resetting the app before it finally comes back up. That whole time, you got somebody's food in your car. The app issues, like, that's the biggest thing. But That's where I say the versus a W-2. If I have a day where the app's constantly messing up, I have long wait times, traffic's horrible, I've had like 2 or 3 deliveries where it was a pain in the ass drop off. The customer was hard to find. The customer wasn't available. They put hand to me when they wanted it left at door. So you're standing there knocking on the door and standing there for 5 minutes with your thumb up your butt. The customer, you got orders. You've gotten orders where they're hitting you up back on, hey, where's my food? They didn't, half of my order's missing in this sealed bag that the restaurant gave you that you have no way to look in and check the contents of. Even if I'm having a day like that, that beats shift leads, shift managers, co-workers, the regular customers you see every day, sitting in an office, looking at a computer, typing on a desktop. Any of that, anything that goes with the 9 to 5. The worst day on DoorDash is so much better than your worst day at a 9 to 5. In my opinion. Remember, this is all just one former athlete, current pothead's opinion. And that's what I got to remind myself. Like, whenever things are being a pain in the ass with DoorDash, it's just like, that's how it is. And these are the sacrifices that I have to make to enjoy my work. Obviously, I'm one of the few people that does this full time. That's for a lot of circumstances. I have no wife. I have no girlfriend. I have no kids. I don't have any plans on having a wife, girlfriend, or kids. I just plan on doing me until I die. So, gig work's great for me. And the guy, Pedro DoorDash Santiago, who made the YouTube video W-2 versus DoorDash, I actually agree with what he said is probably the best way to do DoorDash, is to have a W-2 job, whether it's a full-time or a part-time job that you have, and then you sprinkle in gig work with that, whether it's DoorDash, whether it's Uber Eats, Roadie. I'm on Roadie. That's another one I do. That's like my part. I mainly do DoorDash. That's my main gig act that I do is mainly DoorDash, and then Roadie's like my side job. I just do prescription deliveries every once in a while on that, especially when they work within my schedule, and like sometimes Roadie deliveries just work out perfectly. I'll talk about that in another video. I'll talk about Roadie and what it's like to be a Roadie driver. I don't think there's a lot of content about. I don't see a lot of content about Roadie drivers out there on YouTube. So, yeah, I want to play some video games. I got to finish eating my salad. I just had to get back on making videos. So, this is Brutal Rob Hands, or Thomas, or the Troll Man, whatever you want to call me. And this has been the first episode of Bruty's World. And I will see you guys in the next video. You know why? Because we're live on YouTube, pal.